The inspiration for the title Minutes to Midnight came from Chester, which prior to Chester came from the History Channel, which prior to the History Channel came from the, I want to call it the Armageddon clock, but that's not it.
No, it's the Doomsday Clock.
Doomsday Clock.
It was there was a special on History Channel about the Doomsday Clock, and the idea is that it counts down to midnight, and the time can change on the Doomsday Clock. It can either be a couple minutes to midnight, or if hopefully we don't get to midnight according to the Doomsday Clock theory. But the closer we are to midnight, the closer the world is to, Armageddon. Okay, so which is nuclear holocaust, pretty much is what they're afraid of. And so, basically, removing the apocalyptic side of things and applying it to the idea that midnight is the end of one thing and the beginning of something new. That's kind of how we feel about the band's music and the new record. Is like it's kind of the end of one era of Linkin Park and the beginning of the next, and we're very close to that time. So Minutes to Midnight felt like it captured that energy, that anticipation.
Yeah, we kind of duke it out between the six of us and Rick Rubin, who produced the record. We went through, I think, 6 official track listings, of which we thought we would be done at each one. We thought that would be the final one, and then we'd fight about it again, and then change it, and then fight about it again 6 times. But the final listing, I think, is very good.
Yeah,
we all ended up being very happy with that.
There is kind of like I guess it's not really an art form, but there is kind of like an idea that you want the record to flow right, and you want the songs to go in and out of each other in the right way, and you don't want to. There's a lot of things you don't want to happen when you're listening to a record, and the way the tracks are listed is definitely important.
By old fans, do you mean those who are in their 70s?
People haven't had a chance to listen to the record yet, so it's kind of hard to say. But I think based off of like listening to like what I've done, which is the single out right now, there's been a lot of really great. Like the majority of the responses have been really great and very positive. But there are some people who are like expecting us to rewrite One Step Closer like 100 different ways and put only that style of song on the record. And it's the case even with Meteora and stuff. Like some people were bummed out about Meteora, some people were super excited about it. We just try to write the best music we can and not worry about whether or not everyone's going to like it. And we can't please all of our fans, and we just try to write the best music that we can. And with Minutes to Midnight, we were inspired to write, and we were inspired to choose the songs we have on this record, because we wrote so many. Right. We wrote like 150 tracks, so these were the ones that we felt were the best of those songs, and for many different reasons.
I think my biggest fear with our fans would be for them to say, why did they write the same record again? Rather than, why is this sound different? I think if, from my vantage point and the way I have always been with bands, it's like, if I wanted to listen to songs like Hybrid Theory or Meteora, then I'll listen to Hybrid Theory or Meteora. I already have that. I already have those. And so this is kind of like, this is us pushing ourselves in a different direction, and I think that, for the most part, I think fans will appreciate that.
It wasn't like, there was a specific thing that inspired us to change. It was really, we just didn't want to, we honestly just didn't want to write another new metal record. Like, we weren't comfortable, we didn't intend to go out and become a new metal band. We were writing music that we felt like writing. And the aspects of music that we weren't hearing in other music when we wrote Hybrid Theory was we didn't hear a fusion of hip-hop and rock at that time. We started writing these songs in 95, 94, 95. And the band kind of evolved over that time until we released our first record in 2000. And so by that time there was a lot of bands out there kind of mixing things up. But now that we kind of have been put into that place of being, considered a nu metal rap rock group, like we feel that we really aren't that. I mean, we do have hip hop in our music, we do have metal aspects of our music, but that's not who we are. That doesn't define the band. And so we wanted to make a record that kind of stood out as we are a band that takes different styles of music and mixes them together. And I think with Minutes to Midnight, more than any other record that we've done, it's so diverse stylistically that there's more different styles of music on this record than there is on anything else we've done in the past. And I think that that's our goal, and that's what we want to be known as. I think that's what makes us unique, I don't agree. I think that there's a song on the record that sounds like it has a chord progression that sounds like a U2 song. And the thing is that same chord progression sounds like a Blink-182 song. It sounds like another Linkin Park song. It sounds like it's a very almost standard kind of chord progression. I don't want to diminish the musicality of it, but it's.
Oh, you just pissed me off.
It is. There's something that kind of resonates that track, but it would be very difficult to say that is the sound of the record. I don't think you could say that the whole record sounds like that.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of different influences that we've had the entire course of our career, and even just playing instruments, before we even were in a band. But I think it's a lot broader than that. Having said that, I mean, U2's always been a band that specifically Brad and myself loved, and I think everybody in the band loves.
Yeah, I do too. I love that band.
So, it's not the worst thing you could say. I think they're great.
I definitely would not say that the record sounds like a U2 record, though, for sure.
No.
When I pretend everything is what I want it to be, I look exactly like what you would always wanted to see. When I pretend I can't forget about the criminal I am, still a second after second just 'cause I know I can. But I can't pretend this is the way it'll stay. I'm just trying to bend the truth. Can't pretend I'm who you want me to be, so I'm lying my way from you.
I'm really excited to play shows, and part of it being because we haven't gotten a chance to play much in the last couple of years. I think anytime you finish an album, you're really excited to play the new stuff live and kind of see how that goes over. And so, at this point, at the very beginning of the touring cycle for Minutes to Midnight, I think we're all really excited to be able to get a chance to tour again and play it live.
Could you
If you ask that same question in a year or a year and a half, I'll probably tell you it's become a routine and I'm ready to go record again or ready to go write. But at this stage, we're really excited.
Yeah, I think our music, there's a lot of our music that can be transposed into very soft kind of, you can play it on acoustic or you can play it on piano or bring some strings in and stuff. And I think that we have enough material now that can lend itself to that kind of breaking it down. I think it'd be really nice to do something like that, but whether or not we will, I don't know.
I think for us, it felt a lot different because we had played for, I think 3 years or 4 years as a band before we even got a record deal, and during that process we went through a lot of rejection and things from record companies and of that sort. And when One Step Closer came out, it came out strong, which for us at that point was obviously very exciting. But it billed, especially in the U.S., in a way that it came from it came from the right places. It wasn't necessarily it wasn't on mainstream radio. It was kind of an underground thing still. There was a lot of excitement. There was a lot of people that were into it, but it wasn't in your face. And I think even before we kind of caught our breath with what was going on like that, we already had Crawling out, and that was already a second hit. So at that point, I think for us, we really at least knew we weren't going to be a one-hit wonder. There's already like 2 songs
I
that were...
think, I mean,
But
you don't want to come out, have one song that's big and then disappear. If that happens, like, it's still an honor to be able to, like, say that you've written something that people love. And, but our goal has never been to, like, our goal has never been to be famous. Our goal has been to make music that is good music. And a side product of that is if you write a record or records that a lot of people like, you become famous, And so fame has never been something we've chased after. It's just something that happens, and that's cool. Like we're cool with it, But the great thing is that we're not like celebrities. We're not famous for the wrong reasons. We're famous because we make good music and people enjoy it. We'll make music as long as we make music that's good, and I think as long as we can perform the music that we play, I don't see me being able to do the 18-second long scream on Giving Up when I'm 65. I just don't see that. Maybe I can. I don't know. It might be some great advancements in modern medicine or something, but I don't know. We'll see. We like so much music, it's impossible to pick one favorite song.
I have to think.
I can't answer that question. His favorite is Happy Birthday.
Yeah. Any song that you can sing in a round.
like row, row, row your boat.
Farajaka.
Okay.